Alright guys, as you can tell, back with the Subaru. This time we're doing a little bit of a janky fix until I get the aluminum radiator for it. If you guys don't know about the SVXs, the top tanks on them usually like to split. Mine is actually, as you can see, it's got a little bit of a crack going. I don't really drive the car that much. I went to drive it this morning and realized it was smoking. And I'm going to assume it's from right in there. That looks pretty bad. Try to zoom in for a little bit for you guys. Yeah, that's probably where it's coming from. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Obviously, I'm in a different area now. I did move, so now I got a garage set up. So hopefully that'll come in handy when I do stuff with the Civic or Mustang or the SVX or whenever I get the Genesis back. It's not a bad little garage for what it is. Still finishing moving stuff. Go back on over to the car now. So I got this JB Weld epoxy. I'm hoping this should hold it up long enough that I can just, basically patch it up quick. Order the new radiator, and then when the new radiator comes, I'm actually having a shop do the timing on it again because the valve covers are leaking, and I just don't really feel like messing with this round since I've already done timing twice on this. Looks like I'm missing a bolt now too. So let me go ahead and mix this up real quick, and then I'll start dropping it on. Okay, just to come back to this, before I start mixing this, I did not know that JB Weld started sending these little toothpicks. I was going to use the stick, but looks like I'm going to use the toothpick this time, so I'll probably use that again in the future. Right back. Alright, so the first round is done. I try to keep it as even as possible. I'll probably throw another layer on top of it, that way it can kind of like encase it. Yes, I wiped it down, made sure it was clean before I applied it. Like I said, this is only going to be temporary. This is basically so I can take it from here, and then it's going to go to the shop, and then it's going to have the aluminum rad. I'll probably keep the OEM fans, depending on the setup. If the radiator I'm going to end up going with is going to be a PWR rad, which if you didn't know, it's like Australian based. Because there's really no other options for it. I can adapt like an Outback or STI rad to it, but then it's either going to sit too low or it's going to sit offset. And since I'm still running a 488T trans, which is the auto, I'm still going to use the auto coolant or the transmission lines into the radiator, so it'll come in handy because PWR still does do that. This thing's pretty much done. But yeah. So, just wanted to make a little quick update video for you guys. This happened this morning, so I figured why not. I don't really have much going on. I have been in the talks with this thing about doing a B18 swap on it and running boost. Unsure if I want to do a B18 B1 with GSR head and then slapping boost on it, or which way I want to go. But I think that would be probably one of the best bangs for my buck, versus swapping out with the tried and true D series. But yeah, obviously give you guys a quick little tour. So driveway, I can park over here, so that's going to come in handy with the Civic or the SVX. Got the Mustang in here. The Genesis is still out getting the car built. I plan on dropping these subs in the back of the SVX. Got the whole backyard. Out there, we got some people over here that are more car-related people. Got the lawnmower. You can do some. Maybe I can drop some lawnmower videos. It's just a Troy-built Bronco. But yeah, figured throw you guys in there with at least show you guys a quick video on at least how the SVX is doing. The automatic car wash has been ripping this thing up, as you can tell. It's been tearing the clear coat off of it. This is just the bumper. So you got the bumper on this side, which it needed to be resprayed anyways, and then we still have the wheel well over here, which is definitely needing some love. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to give you guys a little quick update. Really not much involved with the video anyways, but do I recommend doing this? Absolutely not. For longevity wise, this will probably not hold up. I have seen people on the forums say it does hold up for a decent amount of time until they get the money for it. Like I said, I'm only going to use this to either one, move this forward and backwards if I have to mow, or like I said, take it to the garage so they can do the timing and all that, since they're going to have to disconnect the radiator anyways. Might as well do a 2-for-1 deal. Maybe just chuck the CSF in the back, throw it in the back seat here or something, because overall the car is clean. I mean, it's kind of dirty right now. I got all sorts of stuff in here. I was eating World Arms in here earlier, so I mean, it's clean, don't get me wrong, but to me it's dirty. But to most SVXs it's super clean. But yeah, I am going to be posting more videos now that I have a garage. Then I can actually do stuff. If you guys have watched my older videos, you will know I'm always complaining about the wind, because the wind noise is absolutely ridiculous here. I've said that for years, so it's nice to actually have a garage, or at least a little hot, like basically be tucked back to where the wind can't exactly like hit me right off the rip. And it's nice to just have a private spot to actually do all this stuff. The garage, I mean, it's alright. It's an alright spot. You can tell there were spots where it was like leaking water. The guy fixed it. I guess it was an outside thing, but for the most part, it'll do what it needs to do, and it'll help with future videos for sure. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm still growing the channel, guys, so I see you guys are helping me out, sharing the videos. Let's keep doing that. I'm going to keep, that way I can actually keep doing what I'm doing, and like growing the channel and all this and that. Because there is definitely stuff in store for this thing to make this thing a little bit more fun. Not so much cosmetics. This thing for sure, because this thing is just dirt cheap to mess with. And then this thing is just a love-hate, honestly. I do love it. I love the body on these things, but since there's not that many of them, and they never really took off the way Subaru expected them to, parts are a pain in the ass to find. So like the radiator, I think the only radiator that I've found that wasn't like an Ally Express one is PWR, which is 1,000. That's US, so $1,000 US, or there's an eBay one for 1,000. But I saw them post a couple months back for like 350, but that's like hit or miss. That's like a normal eBay one. But I'll probably go with the PWR, since that one should be the most solid out of all of them. But yes, it's all pretty much stock. I do have the engine. I do have the cover right there. Don't worry, I have the cover. But yeah, this thing needs some more love. I've drove this thing. I bought this thing with 99,000 miles, and we're at 103,934. I'm pretty sure I've had this car for like 3 years. So that means I put like 4,000 miles on this thing in 3-4 years. That's pretty bad. But that's going to do it for today before I start just doing normal rambling. But since I'm doing it on my phone, I can go ahead and do one of these numbers. Do a little skip like that. Makes stuff fun, because then I can just basically mess with everybody and do cool transitions and like that. So, yes. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. There's definitely going to be more videos in the future coming up. Yeah, if you want to have any questions answered about the SVX, which I've had a bunch of money dumped into that thing. This is the girlfriend's. She's the Mustang girl, and then we have, of course, the tried and true Bubble, good old EG hatch. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Like I said, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned, because there's definitely gonna be more videos. Peace.